Welcome to my channel. My name is Naush. Thank you for stopping by, and if you're new here, please take a moment to subscribe. I would love for you to stick around for new videos that I upload almost every single week. Today I'm participating in the What Would You Make challenge hosted by Oki at Home DIY and Connie's Creative Creation. Let's start with our project 1. My channel is all about upcycling. I love giving a new lease of life to old, mundane pantry items or containers. So, today I'm going to share how any scrap of wood can be decorated in many ways, but I'm going to be sharing 3 different ways. So, my craft studio, you'll always find a bin full of craft slices, wood slices in various shapes and sizes. I forgot to take a video of the initial steps of this particular craft. So I'm going to make a wall decor out of these 3 slices of wood. I've painted all 3 of them in 2 shades of pink and 1 brown. And I also, my son drilled small holes on one of them, the one right on top. He drilled 2 tiny holes over there, and we put in a screw over there, a screw with a ring on top of it, so that we could hang it with something, maybe a jute cord or whichever. Next, I'm doing is taking these two tongue depressors, and I've chopped off the edges, the round part of it. And I know I should never do this as a crafter, but I always eyeball um, where I'm going to apply stuff instead of, taking accurate measurements. Um, but somehow it's always worked for me, so I'm lucky in that sense. But anyway, so right now I've glued this. I have added, in spite of the hot glue, I've also added some E6000 over there. And once it sticks, that's how it's looking. And now I'm going to add um, those beads over there. I'm going to take a roughly, I think, 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and I'm just going to tie it around um, on those hoops. You'll just see what I'm going to do now. For this coat, what I did is I used rubber stamps, acrylic rubber stamps. I have got alphabet rubber stamps, so I've used the larger fonts, larger size of the fonts for this one. I really regret why I forgot to video record um, that part, because it would have made sense. I had to be very careful in how I spaced the alphabets. This was not a word. This was not a word rubber stamp. It was an alphabet rubber stamp. So I had to be careful in how I spaced them. But anyway, this is how it's looking. I think it looks very chic. I'm very happy with it. I love the fact that I've given it a distressed look. And there you have it. I'm going to use 3 different ways of decorating with scrap of wood. So I'd really love if you could see all 3 of them and tell me which is your favorite. I found all 3 of them fascinating. And in fact, in my next video, I'll be showing you 3 more ways of how to kind of decorate with wood or decorate on wood. I take this one here. I've taken a bucket, um, placed a plastic bag inside it, and placed some water. And now I'm just kind of spraying some spray paint on top of it. I've used 3 different colors, and there's black, there's gray, and there's brown. Actually, not brown, but more golden. This is another scrap of wood that I had. It's been painted white on one side, and I used one end to um, drop it down, and the other end I wanted to give it an angle, but I'll work on it. You'll see. So this, of course, is called earlier we used to call it the marble effect, but now they have a fancy name as hydro dripping. So yeah, this is called the hydro dripping technique, and um, I love the effect. I seriously love this effect. It really looks like it's marble, and I didn't want to fill it up because I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit sort of distressed. And once it dried, see how beautiful it's looking. Stunning, if I may say so myself. And this is a coat that I got from, it's a chip coat which I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to use some E6000 to glue it and stick it on there. And voila. In this particular project, I have used more of a collage technique. I had this slab of MDF, it's compressed wood, and I used this mesh cloth that I had got in one of these scrapbooking journals, and I've got a square part of it, a square piece, and now I'm adding these push pins in there. It was really easy. You didn't. I thought I needed hammer, but in fact, I would suggest not to use the hammer because it can damage your wood as well. And this sheet was, like wallpaper. Um, the white sheet that you can see is a wallpaper textured. It's very beautifully textured. You can't see it right now, but it is textured. Textured. I'm sorry. And the idea was to put pink on top of the brown on top of and the white piece on top of it, and then put a nice coat on top of that. So here I'm cutting it off and placing it in the center, and then on top of it I'm going to glue this, and then on top of it I'm going to place the coat. This book as well, I think I got it, if I'm not wrong, from Dollar Tree. I could be wrong, it could be from Dollar Rama as well, because those are the two places where I kind of, do my bulk shopping from for the crafts and supplies. So it could be from either one of them. And I like this one, which stood for home. And initially I thought it might be uh, vinyl, but it's not. I thought that, the plastic part could also be removed. In fact, you will see that I will try to remove it, thinking that maybe the alphabets may adhere to the piece of paper. But actually, this photograph is not doing justice. Um, the the white sheet that I'm working with right now, it is beautifully textured. It's very beautiful. So see, I'm trying to remove it to see if uh, the alphabet would stay back, but it's not. So I assume it's a sticker. Anyway, so I'll stick it in between. I'd love if you guys could share some of your projects as well. Um, and yeah, I mean, these are really easy projects, and just with something like a slice of wood, you can do so many things out of it. See how pretty that's looking. I somehow felt I was not comfortable with the look. I felt like it needed just something more. So I added these popsicle sticks, and made a house out of it, or a house shape out of it. And I struggled a little bit for the roof part of the house. I wanted to add these larger tongue depressors as shingles. So yeah, like overlapping each other. Yeah, to give it three-dimensional look. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If you're visiting me for the first time, my videos are all about upcycling. I love to repurpose um, containers and boxes and cardboards and tin, paper, wood. I mean, my studio is absolutely stacked with things that I can recycle. I love to give a new lease of life to old, mundane items, containers, right? So that's what my channel is all about. So if you've made it this far in my video, then I'm sure you've enjoyed yourself. If that's the case, then please subscribe to my channel and please give this video a thumbs up. And if you could share it, that would be super great as well. And thank you for visiting me today. And I hope to see you again.